I like it.
Very nice.
Up next, we have got Hillside Holiday.
Oh, this is
Wow,
very nice.
look at that.
The frosting is almost like it's baked on.
Wait, how big is that?
Ashley, we don't have dimensions, do we?
Yeah, I can't give you dimensions.
No, sorry, McLean. You got to get tickets and go see it in person.
Do we know the artist behind that?
I can look it up. Give me a second.
All right.
Somebody taluted.
Yeah,
That's
very
for
much
sure.
so.
And who's got self-control, because I'd have eaten that gingerbread house while putting it together.
It really does take skill. I remember when they came in last year and talked about the icing that is used specifically for this, so that way everything can stick together.
Yeah.
So it takes some hard work.
Over the weekend, I saw someone building an gingerbread house like this, and what they did was they took baby candy canes, the little candy canes, and they put them in a hot glue gun and used them as the glue.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
That is something to try.
Wild.
First I've heard of that.
All right, we'll move along. We're going to go with Christmas at the Granger. Look at this.
Granger Homestead looks pretty
Love
good.
it.
I like that the trees are pretty much uniform in terms of the shape, which is great. We like some uniform.
And you've got actual icicles there hanging from the roofs.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, another one, Christmas in Oz.
Follow the yellow brick road.
And it's there.
And it's right there.
Right there.
You've got, it really is in Oz because you've got a snowman.
And the scarecrow.
And the scarecrow.
And the lion.
And the lion. No Tin Man. No Tin Man.
It might be hard. Silver icing is not very easy. So.
This is true. This is true. Or wait, what's on the roof? Is that the Tin Man on the roof?
You know, you might be onto something. I think so.
I can't tell.
It's kind of like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah. Welcome to Oz. Love it. Okay. Then we have got Forest Cottage. Oh, look at this. This one looks like, are those pretzels?
Okay, I was going
They
to
are.
ask the same thing. Yeah, that's great. People are so creative.
Sweet and salty. Love that.
Next one, we've got Snowflake. Very nice.
Love it. Look at those kids all having fun. Then we have got Hasbro Play Park. Oh, this kind of looks like the outside of the Strong Museum.
It does.
How do you
Very
like that?
realistic. I like the inspiration. All right, another one called Best Friend.
Oh, Charlotte's Web.
Nice.
That's what it is. You
How
got the
did they
pig
make
there. You
that
got
out of
Charlotte.
gingerbread?
Then we've got Eastman Express.
Oh, this is wonderful.
That is cool.
Yeah,
That took some time too.
definitely.
Yeah, they've got to.
And then we've got a cuckoo clock.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. That's cool.
Yeah.
Defying Gravity right here from Wicked. You see the witch there at the top of the castle, and you have got Glinda there at the bottom.
All right, Sugarstone Mill.
That's nice.
You can see the water detail.
Yeah, that
Pretty
looks
cool.
good. Then you've got Bumble's Wonderland.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Mr. Snow. Love it.
And Home Sweet Home since 1941.
That's a cool one.
Love the color scheme on
The
that.
color on that, yeah, that's really incredible. Well, again, you can vote at the Eastman Museum. Voting ends bid.
I believe that's January 2nd.
January
Just
2nd.
double check.
We believe.
Yes.
We looked it up right before. And now we can't remember.
Yeah.
We'll post it on our website, foxrochester.com and 13wham.com.
The auction end date is January 2nd.
Beautiful.
All right. When we come back, we're asking ourselves the question, is this headline truth or trash?
Arc Rochester is back after this. everyone. It's time for some fun this Monday morning. Christian Garzone is back. He's brought his friend, meteorologist Mark McLean. The balds, they hang out together.
I
Time
just
for
love
some
the
truth or
graphic.
trash.
Yeah, look at the graphic behind you.
Beautiful stuff. I didn't even
this
make
segment.
that.
Before we get into the rules here, want to do a quick correction for the gingerbread houses. It's through January 4th,
Bidding.
2026. Bidding for Sweet Creation.
Not the
Just so you
second,
know.
the fourth.
The 4th.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, now for the rules. If you don't know how this works, Christian is going to tell us a series of news headlines, and we need to identify which headlines are truth and those that are trash. So let's just get started.
Make a little more noise.
Well,
To be honest, I know nothing about this. I was
Nothing.
asked to participate, but no.
we're not in league together
Okay.
with this. But let's start in Detroit. The movie RoboCop came out in 1987. Now in Detroit, an 11-foot tall statue of the sci-fi hero RoboCop has been installed in the Eastern Market there. It goes back to 2011 when the Detroit mayor, Dave Bing, claimed on social media he wanted to see the sci-fi hero put up in some way in the city. And the movie takes place in Detroit, obviously. Took off from there on social media, and something like $68,000 was raised to erect a statue of RoboCop in Detroit. Yeah, question.
Who played RoboCop?
Peter Weller, I think. Peter somebody. But
okay.
but RoboCop 2 and 3 was a different actor.
Well, I was going to say, wouldn't it stink to have played that hero and people are like, yeah, I remember RoboCop, but the guy in the suit?
Yeah, you don't really remember him.
Yeah.
But I
I
had
get to see his mouth.
You get to see his mouth. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
almost
was
like a
about it.
Batman thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But story number 2,
Okay.
a mobile garden shed. A British man built the world's fastest garden shed, a storage structure with a top speed of 123 miles per hour. I know it's confusing, right? Literally, he loved cars, loved gardening, so why not combine the two? The guy's name is Brian Cade in the UK. He combined those two. He beat a previous record of a mobile garden shed by just a little bit. That was set in 2019. It's a garden shed on wheels, and man, does it go fast.
And do you just call and say, hey, I need a hoe?
Look at this.
In a hurry.
Well, yeah.
You guys.
HOE. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Gross show today.
You're in the gutter with Dan Schrack. No.
Yeah.
Story 3, in Brazil, towering talpot palms are blossoming or blooming. What's the word? Blossoming, blooming?
Blooming.
What is-
Yeah,
they're
in bloom.
blooming.
In bloom, yep.
Yeah, in bloom
Yep.
for the first and only time decades after they were planted in the 1960s. Towards the end of their life cycle, these plants, which last 40 to 80 years, the palm trees send up a plume with white blossoms that rise high above the fan-shaped leaves. Imagine that for that long. Finally. Last story, sort of an internal news headline. Internal news headline here. Some exciting news. Ed Batascio told me next year in 2026, a very exciting new incentive for bald reporters is a toupee stipend. They're offering 2 wig styles for us to...
Stop.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is so exciting.
Stop.
This first model's called the Uncle Jesse. And you throw this on, and what's exciting, I was going through this with Ed. When news hits and you kind of turn, you say, oh, no. It kind of just, it just ricochets. And the viewer can feel that it's breaking.
Yes.
So this is called the Uncle Jesse after Jesse Katsopoulos and Full
Yes.
House. And the next one is called the Colonial Cool. This is a modern take on George Washington's colonial wig. But imagine if Cornwallis, at the siege of Yorktown, saw Washington show up in this, he'd surrender immediately. He would say, no, I'm not doing this. But
I think you got to pull it down a little bit in the back.
The back.
the back?
Well, like
The back?
Yeah, I feel like it's more of
hairline is too
a...
low.
The good news is, because
Like
this...
that?
No, that's good.
That's good.
And
All right.
when breaking weather's coming up, we have the Rambo 2, the Rambo 2 headband. So viewers know when severe weather is coming,
It's giving.
it's going down,
taking
and
it
we
to the
mean
next
business.
level.
Next level weather. So these are the 2.
How much is the stipend?
I don't know. I think it's around $50, but there's only 2 styles you can pick. These
Oh.
2. But you can style them any way you want, so you can get them cut and shaped however you'd like.
Okay.
In shape, do you say?
There's no saving this thing.
Yeah, but that looks really cool. So
This would look better as a mullet, though, I think, if I could
I
take
think
the sides down a little more.
supposed to
do
be.
like a breaking weather alert with that right now. Try it out for the audience.
We
at home.
have breaking weather for you right now.
or snow on the way, rain on the way. My God, batten down the hatches type of deal.
What I want to know is what Christian is doing with these wigs in his closet.
No, this one I found this one on Lyle Ave in the street. Actually, wait, we're still deciding if it's truth or
Hold him by
trash
wash
You
feet and
found
we
them
can
in
clean
the
the floors
street?
around here.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we know that's fake.
yeah, that's trash.
Well, maybe.
Okay, well, it
In
maybe,
every
yeah.
sense of
No,
the
do you
word.
guys agree that the wig story's trash?
Yes, 100%.
It looks good on you.
It looks
It's
great.
It's great.
Thank you.
But the story's fake. It's not
Yeah.
trash. It's
Yeah.
just fake.
Okay.
Are you heartbroken that
little
we're not going
bit.
to be able to wear this?
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like, I don't know, with the Brazil story, I felt like you were feeding me a load of malarkey, but it could be true. You know, they've got some beautiful vegetation.
RoboCop is real. I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
Yep.
Okay.
Saw it this past weekend.
You went there and saw it?
No, I saw it on television.
Oh, on television. Okay, fine. Yeah.
What was then there was Brazil
Yeah,
and
mobile shed.
Mobile-
Mobile
the
garden shed.
Mobile
Mobile
garden
garden
shed.
On wheels, 123 miles per hour, something
See,
like that?
something tells me that that is fake because it's 123. And listen, I know in Europe they're very strict with their speeding violations. Their tickets are
Well.
far more expensive than ours.
This is the UK, though, so I think they get away with a little more, I think. And they do use miles over there.
All right, we got to know
Okay.
what's.
Well, you ready? The wig story's trash.
Yeah.
The other three are all true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Even the garden one?
Even the
Wow,
garden one.
that's amazing.
Mobile garden shed. I don't know if Ashley can use any of the video to show us.
We can't because we got to go.
Oh.
Stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester. We're back on the other side of the break. Yeah, it took you a while to get that hair fixed, right?
Yeah.
You end up
Makeup.
getting it cut on Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Good to know. Good Monday morning. It is 9:02 on this December 8th. We have the giggles. Thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Stephanie Joseph.
I'm Dan Strack. That's bald.
You could use a little extra insulation on these
I'm
mornings.
sorry, McLean.
Do you know
what?
I'm gonna go get my bald brother in the newsroom.
I
We're gonna
know.
come in,
Well,
come
and
out
Kim
here.
said to me on Friday, she said, you need to start being more nice to McLean. You're just mean to him.
They just
But
pick
I
on me.
tease him because we love him. I said, you can't tease people that you don't
What kind of
like.
a loving family is
Because
this?
then you're just mean.
Yeah.
But if you like the person, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, this would be a good morning to have lots of hair. outside.
It certainly would. It really would.
Yeah.
More insulation, the better.
Yes.
Yeah, cover everything
Agreed.
up. Talking about cold Decembers, okay? And how cold can a December get in Rochester for our weather trivia today. So let's see if we have any responses to our trivia question. Here it is on the screen. December started out cold this year. We're about 10.7 degrees below normal for December. So this would put us in, if it carried through the end of the month, probably top 5 territory. Do you know what the coldest December on record is for Rochester? And your choices were 30.1 degrees, 26.2 degrees, 21.9 degrees, or 17.1 degrees.
Steph, we have determined that A and
D are out.
Rod
Yeah.
said C, Lori, Charles had B, Julie had D, Betty and Barbara also had C this morning. Yvonne, Maria, and Janet had C. Michael and Paul had B. Cheryl and Cheryl's husband are at odds.
Ooh.
Eva
They're
and
divided.
her husband say it was pretty cold. And I will tell you this, of those 4 choices, I remember the coldest December very well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am going to have to go, what are 19 and 26? Or 21 and 26?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 21. I'm going to go C.
C, 21.9.
I'll jump on the bandwagon.
December of 1989, calendar December, from the 1st to the 31st, was absolutely brutal. Not only was it the coldest on record for Rochester,
The D people.
it was the coldest by far. Second place on the list is 2.5 degrees warmer than this temperature, which is very,
Wow.
very anomalous for records. So that goes.
Where was that location?
That was Rochester.
Oh, it
yep,
was.
Yep. So that was in 1876 is in second place at 19.5 degrees. So that, and by the end of that month, and it's funny because the January that followed that was one of the warmest Januaries on record for Rochester, January of 1990. So
Really?
We had like snow tunnels by the end of the month, one of those, on the side of the road you're driving
Sure.
kind of unsafe at the bus stop kind of deal. All of that melted down in like 10 days.
And it was
gone.
What was? Do you remember off chance?
I'll have to look.
Okay.
We'll maybe use
I'd
that.
love to know what January 1990's temperature was.
Right, and or what January 2026 could be like, because we know the rest of this month is
Hot
definitely
and
trending.
humid.
Hot.
Get out of here.
Humid is hard this time of the year.
It is.
It is. It is. But that, it's interesting. It's interesting to see. And so is this Victory Monday.
Oh,
D-Bear.
look at this. D-Bear underneath the Christmas
Josh
tree.
Allen.
Looking at that camera
Yep.
like a great
What
pup.
a sweetie.
That's a great picture.
I'm sorry, D-Bear. I got to cover your face though,
Okay.
because today's okay, but tomorrow could have some wet paws, and Wednesday, it just
Oh,
looks,
boy.
it looks sloppy out there. It does. I mean, we're gonna have some snow changing over to rain, and it's just one of those days. There's going to be some mud out there. Thursday, Friday could be icy paws. Those temperatures back in the 20s, some lake snow.
Got to get those dog boots.
Yeah.
Got to keep them safe out there. Check this out. Look at the range of temperature this morning. It got down to 7 below in Medina. Buffalo, also East Aurora, below 0 this morning. Off to the west, 1 degree in Rush, 4 degrees in Rochester. This was the perfect combination, right? You have a clearing sky, you have a lack of wind, you have some fresh snow cover outside, and all of those ingredients add up to a very frigid start. Now it looks nice, but the first breath I took, I said this last week, we had that cold morning last week, it got down to 5. The first breath you take when it's like that, you cough.
Yeah.
You
well,
get that cold air in there.
Yeah.
and
you end up trying to catch your breath
Yeah.
after breathing.
It's true. It's true. But we're back up to 9, so bouncing back pretty nicely with that sunshine. And the hour-by-hour forecast is actually going to have us into the low 20s this afternoon. So, again, not quite as harsh, but compare that to the normal high. on the side of the screen. The normal high is still 41 degrees. We haven't seen anything like that in weeks now, and it looks like this is going to carry on through at least the 7-day forecast. Tonight's going to be bitter cold again, but not quite as cold.
Yeah.
8. Anytime you can count the temperature on 2 hands, it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold out there. Lots of bright moonlight again, what's left over from our cold moon. Mainly clear right now, some clouds coming in from the west and a warm front back in the Midwest. That's going to give us some snow tomorrow afternoon. And don't turn your pillow to the cold side on this one. This is not the kind of snow that's going to slow you down, but it is going to be noticeable through the afternoon on Tuesday. It starts to come in. There it is, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, and likely lasts west of Rochester and through 8, 9 o'clock. He's stuck on something here. Dan.
Well, you've said something a couple of times, and I don't know that either of us know
sweat
what it
it.
means.
Don't sweat it. Your pillow to the cold. You turn your pillow to the cold side. Don't sweat it.
It's because I'm hot.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's like a relief, comfort thing.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a saying. You never heard that?
No.
I've heard it,
You've heard it. Oh, I got you.
but only from you.
Oh, okay. Coating to an inch tomorrow afternoon. That should do it. And our snow update quick. For the snow lovers out there, we are running a pretty good pace, and we've had snow cover now for over a week on the ground. 15.1 for the season. Last year it was about half of that, and the average 12.5. Looks like we'll add a little bit more onto that number this week. A light mix on Wednesday. That's why we had the muddy paw forecast up there. Upper 20s, lake effect snow, still cold for Friday. Snow showers Saturday and Sunday. And wait until you see our muddy paw character for tomorrow. Already got it picked out.
Oh, really?
Pretty cool photo.
Does it have
Yeah.
4 legs?
It does have 4 legs, yes.
Okay.
But it's not a dog?
It's not a dog tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
Yep.
Official countdown, 13 days, 1 hour, 9 minutes, 22 seconds until winter.
I can brighten the spirits a little bit with something like this. We're only about a week away from our earliest sunset of the year.
Boom. And then we start in the opposite
Start
direction.
in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what we like.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Hey, stick around. We still have much more to come on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're looking ahead to a special Angel Tree event that benefits kids in our community.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this. 9/12 this Monday. Happening next week, the People's Choice Kitchen is once again hosting its annual Angel Tree event, an effort to make sure every child wakes up with the Christmas they deserve.
This year, the event is expanding in a big way. Instead of one location, there will be 3. For more on the upcoming event and how you can take part to help, we are joined now by Evangelist Stanley from People's Choice Kitchen and Carly Chung-Stowe, owner and operator of Textures Beauty Bar. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having us, guys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Evangela, I want to start with you. For anyone at home who may not be familiar just quite yet, tell them about Angel Tree.
Well, the Angel Tree, it's been in existence for 6 years. It's basically where I would have different partners, meaning RPD, the Monroe County Sheriffs, and all first responders help me, Wegmans. We come together to try to collect as many toys as possible for kids in the inner city that probably would not receive a Christmas gift. Now, so you guys know, the first year, I actually had a Christmas tree with names attached, and customers and families would come, and other business owners, they would grab names off of the tree and then bring the toys back for the families, and we'll put it under the tree. However, it's grown. It's such a need right now for help in the community that now I just use social media, and I let everyone know that please get ready. The Angel Tree will be here. No registration. They just come and line up, and it's like close to 200 kids and families come to receive free toys from Santa.
Evangela, what was the inspiration behind this? Why did you say, I need to do something about this?
Because I grew up extremely poor, and I know what it's like not to receive a gift. I've never had a birthday party in my life, so I wanted to make sure the kids in this neighborhood definitely receive a Christmas gift. It's imperative for them to wake up. Everyone's waiting on Santa Claus on Christmas morning to bring a gift, and that's my inspiration, just to see those smiles on those kids' face.
Absolutely. And Carly, I'm wondering if you can talk about as well, we're talking about 3 locations this year, that being new. Tell me what it's like to be able to expand to reach more people in the community.
I definitely think the more locations, the better. We have children all over the city, so instead of them having to worry about getting to one location, they have options to go to different locations. I believe that it's just an excellent program that being started because. Especially now, you have a choice between maybe providing as a parent a need or a want, right? So if you are able to come get a toy, then you don't have to worry about necessarily making that choice. You can have a toy for your child, and you can also then provide what they need, which is also sometimes Christmas gifts.
And I think that's so important to point that distinction out, the difference between the need and the want. But these children in our community are deserving of both.
Yes.
They absolutely deserve to have both. And it's wonderful that you're out there in the community making sure that they get these.
Yes.
What is it about this organization and about the work that Evangela does with the People's Choice Kitchen that you said, we got to do something too?
Right. So anytime Van calls on me, I'm with it because I always want to give back to the community, and I'm not always able to organize it. So just to be a part of it, makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm giving back. Van, the community knows her for giving, right? So anytime she wants us to help, I'm definitely willing to help. She calls on us for a couple different things. And this program, this is the first time I'm taking part this year. So I'm excited about it. I feel like I said, I know a lot of parents that, they struggle between what they can do and what they can't do. So this kind of like take a little bit of that struggle away. So, come out and get a toy for the child.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone is looking to help you, maybe bring in some toys themselves so that they can also support children, how can they sort of get started?
Okay, that would be great. If so, they could actually donate gifts at People's Choice at 575 Brooks Avenue. The second location where we're having the second Angel Tree event is called Good Life Collective. They're at 149 Monroe Avenue. They're collecting toys at that location. Then my third location is at 1765 North Clinton. That is Vision School of Beauty, and they're open at 9 a.m. If they want to drop off a toy, donate towards a family in need, it would be great. And the reason being that I decided this year it was imperative to have 3 different locations. I had parents in the past call me for directions and informed me that they catch 2 different buses with their kids to try to get to me. Then I'm like, wow, they have to worry about getting these kids back on the bus plus gifts. So that's where the idea was like, hey, let me reach out to these other business owners and say, would you mind please helping me to make it easier where they could go to different locations. I will be at each location as well. And
Love that. Thank you
Yes.
both so much
Yes.
for coming in, for the wonderful work. We'll make sure to post all of the information on the locations on our website, foxrochester.com. Evangela, quickly, how many families, how many children are you anticipating this year?
probably 600 kids.
wow,
Yes,
that's more than-
200 per
The
location.
need is there.
Yeah.
Make a donation if you can. Again, we'll post all of the information online. Support your neighbors.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
thank you for
very
having
much.
us.
And also, I'm not sure if we're done, but I wanted to mention service to community. I am the vice president now of a nonprofit. So that is a website that they could definitely go on and see the work that I've done and the initiative and the missions that we have planned.
Well,
forward.
congratulations, and I don't know that anyone out there is questioning the work that Evangela Stanley has done in our community because
Thank
it's pretty incredible. Keep it up, my friend. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it
I
very
appreciate
much.
you. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Stick around when ARC Rochester returns. We're heading into the kitchen this Monday morning.
We're back on the other side of the break.
(9:21). It is time to head into the kitchen for this morning's Spatchcock Funk.
You're not going to sing it?
How does it go again?
We've got the funk.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Take it again.
All right, scroll up. We got to try it again. All right, it's time to head into the kitchen for this morning's We've Got the Funk. Spatchcock Funk.
This morning, they are cooking up a protein-packed meal. Have a look. Good job.
Spatchcock Funk here make one of our favorite things in the world, fried rice. And we call this Cadillac fried rice because it's got all the trimmings, but it's easy to make at home, super luxe tasting, but depending on your budget or what you got in your fridge, doesn't have to be that expensive. So we've got our shrimp out, we've dried it with paper towels. We're gonna put that in a mixing bowl. And then in the mixing bowl, we've got a tablespoon of cornstarch and a little bit of salt and pepper, about a dash of each. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna toss that and then set it aside. Now we've got a frying pan here. You can use a wok and walk this way, but if you don't have one, a heavy bottom frying pan, like a heavy bottom, works well. We've got some butter in here, and we're gonna keep hitting it every time we switch the cook and the food out with some sesame oil, because it adds a lot of flavor. So the first thing we're doing is we're putting in this beautiful New York strip. So the fattiest protein always goes first to render the most fat. We're gonna even hit the cap on the side too and get some of that fat out of there, but over high heat it first, and then cook the steak for a little bit. Get all the fat we can out of it. We're gonna lower our heat to around medium high. So we're gonna add a little bit more of the sesame oil for that flavor in there, okay? And we are gonna add in our shrimp that we've tossed in the cornstarch. And what the cornstarch does, you know when you go to a good Chinese restaurant, like Szechuan Palace or China House, and you have that shrimp that has a little bit of a crispy edge to it, that's just cornstarch, salt, and pepper. So we're gonna put that in here too, and toss these around till they get nice and fried a little bit, but not too long, about 3 to 4 minutes. You wanna get each side so it's got this nice crispy crust on it. Any good fried rice in our book has some eggs in it. And now we're just gonna scramble up 2 eggs. And we're gonna keep chopping them so we get them into this beautiful little scrambled up, sexy little thing. More sesame oil. And we're gonna throw in about a tablespoon of butter. We're gonna add in half of a diced white onion. We're gonna put in about 1/3 cup of peas. Now we're using canned diced carrots that have been drained. Then we're gonna get this all in there and keep cooking and stirring this until the onions get a little translucent. So we've turned it off because there's some residual heat. We got the fat in there. We're gonna put in 1 more tablespoon of butter. Now it's time to add the rice, which is obviously the big part of fried rice. We have a quart of white rice from a Chinese restaurant that has been in the fridge overnight. You always, and this is critical, you want this to be cold. Because when it's cold, that way it won't get glommy and you'll still get the actual texture of the rice. If you put it in and it was room temperature or warmer, it would turn into paste, and we don't want that. So we're gonna put it in. And we're gonna break it up with our spatula. We have a teaspoon of hoisin sauce, a teaspoon of oyster sauce, half a tablespoon of soy sauce, all mixed together so they don't stick together. Now we're gonna stir the rice in with that flavor. We're also gonna add in 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Next to come back in goes the veggies and all of their juices with the eggs. The next thing comes all that delicious steak. Last, but certainly not least, is gonna be our beautiful shrimp. The quantities we use allow us to get on every fork bite, right? Piece of meat, all the different flavors. And I'm gonna take a big shrimp. Some people cut the shrimp up. We don't, we like them big. So, fried rice, from Szechuan Palace to China House to your kitchen, keep going, spatchcock funk.
We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester.
We are back after this. Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. Next week, a show that's become a holiday tradition returns to the Flower City. Jim Brickman performs at the Auditorium Theatre.
The pianist is a two-time Grammy nominee and a best-selling solo pianist of our time with 21 #1 albums. We can't even get one.
Yeah.
He's got 21. I was able to talk to Jim about the show. Here's that conversation.
For Rochester, it's become a tradition, really. You know, over the years, as many times as we've been there, if we don't come, like you said, we're like, why are you coming to Buffalo or something? Why don't you come to Rochester? And for me, the wonderful celebration of the season, especially when we're coming there so close to Christmas, it's really special because I think our show is unique in the sense that it's really something that appeals to multi-generations. It's a family-friendly concert. It's always lighthearted and always escape. A lot of the holiday favorites, but also a lot of my hit songs that people come to hear. And to me, it's all about the 2.5, 3 hours of just let the world stay outside and let's stay cozy and warm inside and celebrate together.
Now, for a lot of people, I have the feeling that the holidays are about nostalgia. There's a lot of remember when we are planning our events because we want that magic that we remember from our childhoods. When you're performing on stage, how do you provide that nostalgia to your audience, but also keep the show fresh?
Well, I think what's really important is the rapport that you have. To me, it has to feel like we're just at a gathering and not like a presentation for people. It's got to feel like there's a warmth between us. And because we have so much interaction, there's a sing-along of the song White Christmas that we do together, with the audience. But what's really cool about it is we record that performance of everybody, and then we send it as a thank you gift after the show of that recording to people. So there's this, I think, connection between me and the audience that's really special. And there's a live by request. So there's chances if there's a song that is really special to you and your family, you can request it and then we do it, so that we get a lot of people who share their stories in the context of the environment. So I think that that's one of the things that's really special, that interactive quality, as if people are in my living room and we're just having a get together. And to provide that lighthearted humor, a lot of laughter, a lot of tears, happy tears, and emotional moments that bring you back to those days. That's what music does. That's the power of music, is to take you back.
We know just how stressful the holidays can be for everyone. You're gathering with oftentimes people you haven't seen in 12 months, and you may sit on different sides of the table, if you will, and you're meant to have conversations with them. And I truly believe that music does have the power to do that, especially live music has the power to bring people together unlike anything else. I want to know, though, what the holidays mean to you personally.
Well, I've been on tour for 28 years at holiday time. So essentially, I celebrate Christmas every day for 6 weeks. So it's sort of like what they mean to me is that I'm in it every single day. It's not like I'm, at work and then go to a party or go to a gathering. It's, there's no real personal time for me to think about it that way. What makes it special for me is my family on the road, my crew that I've been with for so many years who've been with me. It's like a family, and you see familiar faces along the way, and theaters that we've been in so many times where they're very welcoming and, oh, it's so good to have you back. It's like this very relaxed and respectful, kind, nostalgic feeling.
Jim, I'm wondering, do you host holiday parties of your own?
Yes, every night on tour.
Well, because I want to ask, if you host a get together, maybe not a holiday party, maybe it's a 4th of July bash, whatever floats your boat. Do you ever tickle the ivories and entertain your house guests?
Never.
Really?
Never. It doesn't, it's so funny. It's like context. I to me, that is it's what I do professionally. Like when you're at a gathering, do you interview people?
Sometimes it depends on the gathering.
I was going to say it's a conversation. Oh, how have you been? And
Yes.
I understand. But, for me, I don't think it's pleasant for the guests or me. It sort of puts them in okay, Jim's going to perform now. It's like, if you want to see me perform, put me on the stage and in the context of what I do best. And then I'll entertain you. But yeah, I can't think of the last time that has ever happened. And if it does, it's very awkward. I don't know how to explain it, but when you're not in the environment or the persona, if you will, dressed that way or, in that mode, it's sort of not comfortable.
For someone sitting at home who may be unfamiliar, I don't know how they've missed your performances in Rochester, first and foremost, but if they're unfamiliar with what to expect walking out of your show, what would you say to them?
I'd say a couple things. First, I would ask your friends and neighbors if they've ever been to the show. And likely you would find somebody, hey, have you ever heard of Jim Brickman or have you ever been to the show? Because those kind of testimonials are the word of mouth that's become the reason that so many people come back. But also, my goal is to leave with a smile on their face, to have had surprises, and for most people to say to themselves as they're smiling when they leave, I didn't expect it to be so happy. I didn't expect it to be so funny. I didn't expect it to be as entertaining as it was. I wanted it to go on and on. I cried for a couple songs. I didn't expect that it would make me feel so emotional. I think, to me, it's the superseding expectations is always what you want in a live performance. Is to leave feeling like, wow, that was really great.
Jim Brickman, you can catch his show at the Westford Auditorium Theatre on December 19th. More information on foxrochester.com. Jim, thank you so much. Do you want to give us 30 seconds of something and play us to break?
Absolutely.
This week, students at the School of the Arts are bringing a holiday classic to the stage with their upcoming production of Little Women the Musical.
This morning, we're taking a look behind the curtain at that upcoming show and what you, the audience, can expect. For more, we're joined now by cast members Lois Halsey and Charisma Jean. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it very much. For someone sitting at home who says to themselves, listen, I've heard of Little Women. I was supposed to read it in English class in 11th grade. What is it all about?
Well, I play Jo March, and it's about the 4 March sisters who go through their childhood with their mom, adolescence. Few of them fall in love. They have a lot of loss and finding their own paths in life. And Jo likes to put all of her experiences in her real life into her stories that she writes for her family.
That's amazing. And what is it like putting literature like this on its feet for an audience?
I think it helps really explain the tone of stories by acting out what you're reading. Because when you're reading it, the tone is up to interpretation. But when you're acting it out, it helps you to put it like a movie.
Put yourself in other shoes and of another character.
Yeah. Charisma, who do you play in the show?
I actually play Marmee, her mom.
Wow.
Very nice. Talk to us about the cast. How big is the cast?
It's actually a really small cast. There's just us, the March sisters, Marmee, and then we have, the characters of love interests, and you have
Storybook
the storytellers and all of that, and you have Miss March, and you have just a lot of characters that play a huge part in Jo's stories.
And what is it like working with a smaller cast? Do you find that it's easier to, build those bonds, become more comfortable when it comes to certain scenes?
Yeah, because a lot of us know each other from prior shows, but then it's also more stressful for if someone's not at a rehearsal, what to do without them. But we all got really close really quickly, and we're just closer friends.
How important is that relationship off the stage to what you breathe life to on stage?
I think it's really important because when you're playing, putting yourself into the shoes of another character, you have to realize the surroundings of the other characters that you're going to be talking to, interacting with. And you just have to realize, okay, maybe I should get closer to this person so I can realize what is the bond between these two characters and how is that going to relate to how we are in person? Can we build a closer connection and connect it to the characters that we're playing?
For sure. Is there, or was there ever a challenging moment for you? Maybe it was trying to break down this piece of the script, or maybe there was just an emotionally intense scene. What was the most challenging part for you?
A lot of what Jo says can be I'll say it in the wrong tone, and I'll have to be explained, because I've never read Little Women. And so my director will explain to me what she's trying to get out of this moment. And there's a lot of very heartfelt scenes, especially between Marmee and Jo, that I'm on stage trying not to cry, and it takes me a minute to find it.
And then for me, I had to kind of think about whether I wanted to be seen as a very heartfelt mother, or very soft and kind-hearted, or did I want to seem firm and strong for my girls, even though, because at the time it's Civil War, my husband's he's not home, and we're in Massachusetts, so it's what part do I play? What kind of character am I?
And this is also a musical, though, too. So there's singing throughout this. On top of the acting, talk to us about the music.
It's actually, I feel as though we've been practicing so many vocal techniques. You have to take care of your voice for the songs in this musical. And you have about 14 songs?
I have 14 songs.
Holy
in the whole show.
Yeah. And it requires you have to keep your voice very hydrated. The music is very emotional. You have to be connected with your character and just kind of use the right tone of voice, because everything you say, and even the songs, even the lyrics, everything matters. The way that you interpret it, the way that you present it, everything matters for you to be able to convey a certain story.
Telling my stories, I have one really long, big song called The Weekly Volcano Press, where I tell my story that I'm trying to publish. And it is a very long song, so I have to use the proper vocal technique.
pages.
But 8 minutes. But I have to use my tone to express this character will sound like this, he will be strong here, and she will be soft here. So I have to use different vocal techniques to still convey my story, but still take care of my voice.
It sounds like an excellent show for somebody sitting at home who wants to get tickets, wants to see it at School of the Arts. How do they get tickets? Do they need them in advance?
It actually depends. If it's sold out, we'll let everyone know on our website, and you can get your tickets at schoolofthearts.ludus.com. And we actually open next week on Thursday, 7 p.m. Friday. Next week?
This week.
Oh, this week.
It's already here.
This week. Oh my gosh, it is this week.
We open Thursday. We have a show on 7. We have a show on Friday at 7, and then we have 2 shows on Saturday, a matinee at 2, and then a night show at 7.
It is this week. Oh my gosh.
I'm sneaking up on you.
I know.
Sneaking up. Ladies, thank you both so much for coming in bright and early. We really appreciate it. We'll post all of the ticketing information and everything you need to know if you want to go on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show, and 13wham.com as well.
Don't go far. When Arc Rochester returns, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday.
We're back on the other side of the break. Time to see what is trending, and we're starting with Chipotle's new collab.
Yeah, the restaurant chain teamed up with the luggage brand. I think it's Baze?
Sure.
Or Baze? For a Chipotle-inspired collection.
Yeah, coined the to-go collection. It's designed to keep one's Chipotle order fresh on their next trip home from the holidays.
It includes everything from Chipotle roller bags, one that looks like their iconic brown paper bag, and one that looks like their aluminum foil burrito wrapping.
And a takeout tote bag that resembles their to-go bags.
A burrito holder sling and a napkin holder sling. We were seeing it just before. You can see it right there. Those are...
Oh.
That's that item that looks like
Okay.
That's the burrito sling.
Yep.
And then you can see, yes.
On top of it's the tote bag. That's like their duffel bag. And then those are like the accessories.
Luggage tags and...
Speaking of, They also released accessories like luggage tags, keychains, and a guac cup bag charm.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people are
Everyone needs
fans
a
of bag
guac
charms.
cup bag charm, huh?
They're fans of bag charms these days.
I don't get it. The collection ranges in price from $18 to, $378.
According to the luggage company, the collaboration was a simple way to create elevated silhouettes inspired by real Chipotle takeout habits that become an authentic part of superfans' rotation. I'm a huge fan of the creator behind Baze. So, Shay Mitchell, do you know who that is?
No.
She was.
I just heard word vomit with that statement. That they used a lot of words to say absolutely no. Can you scroll back?
Should I read it again?
Yeah, read it again. Because they're saying nothing.
Okay, so the company says the collaboration was a simple way to, quote, create elevated silhouettes inspired by real Chipotle takeout habits that become an authentic part of superfans' rotation. I think it's definitely a roundabout way of saying, you know, people like burritos, let's upscale it.
Let's try and sell them more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Marketing, folks. Fans took to social media to share their opinions. Some of them loved the collaboration and the unique designs.
However, most fans were a bit confused as to why someone would buy these things.
If you would purchase any of these products or any of these collections, well, good news is it goes on sale today on the Luggage Brand's website. Ashley, what did you buy?
Nothing.
Complete side note, like I was saying, love the creator behind this brand. And I also love their like regular...
Shay Lewis? Who is it?
Shay Mitchell.
Shay Mitchell.
You may know her from You. I met her before then in Pretty Little Liars. She played Emily on that show. Well, I didn't meet her in person, but I'm saying I met... Yes, You, as in from the Netflix show with...
Wait a minute, there's a show
name?
on Netflix called Dan Schrack?
No!
Anybody know what I'm talking about there?
Yes,
okay,
I
okay.
do.
All right. Let's move on. A nationwide shortage of men. What are we talking about? A nationwide shortage of men in Latvia has forced women to go to extreme lengths to get chores done.
Women are hiring husbands for an hour to help with their household chores.
Is household chores code for something?
No, I don't think so. Not that I know of.
According to a recent report by Eurostat, Latvia has 15.5% more women than men. That's over 3 times the average rate in the European Union.
According to residents, the shortage of dateable, reliable, and available men is starting to throw a wrench in most domestic corners of life.
Yeah, there's now a booming rent-a-husband industry with hiring platforms that advertise men with golden hands.
These rentable husbands offer plumbing, carpentry, repairs, anything else that requires tools and patience.
There are also other men for hire that specialize in other tasks like painting or household redesign and rearranging.
These men come in, do the work, and then leave without any chatting or flirting. You think that's like a fine print, something obviously?
Yeah, see, I don't know that I'm buying this. According to experts, it seems that this trend may be the norm for a while, since men there have a far lower life expectancy due to ill health and lifestyle choices. I feel like...
There's not plenty of fish in the sea, at least over there.
Yeah, I don't understand. If we're complaining about there's not enough men and we're looking for relationships, why are we just hiring these guys to do household chores?
I would just do it myself. I feel like that's such a novel idea. You know, something that I saw here for the first time is a sign. It was like an orange construction sign that said men working.
Uh-huh. You'd never seen that?
I had never seen it.
Never seen it.
I've always seen like, you know, construction zone or something. So that was new.
Well, listen, we got to wrap it up. I have more to say. Don't go anywhere. I'll fill you in on the other side of the break. Arc Rochester returns with our final thoughts next.
We're back on the other side of the break.
Ingram angle on
I've
Fox
seen that.
News, she had someone on who was telling her about the television show You, which is on Netflix. And she was not understanding that the show was a show called You with the title
okay.
Y-O-U.
Yeah, I've
gotcha.
seen
And
it.
so she was like going back and forth with this correspondent. You're telling me there's a show on Netflix called Laura Ingram? And he's like, no, it's called You. And she's like, that's what I said. It was a real who's on first. It was
funny.
kind of great. Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. We're on
13 Wham ABC.
That's it.
We've also got much more live local news coming up later. 13 Wham News at midday. You'll see Christian and Mark later there today. See you tomorrow.
Bye.